Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're back with Planet Ratchet and Clank uh, going Commando. I can't remember what I'm doing. This episode, we're going to be doing Planet Tabora, which is like a desert planet. We already have refilled our ammo, so we are pretty much maxed out of everything. However, we do have two new weapons. We have the lava gun, which is quite a lot of fun. We also have the bouncer. Very powerful, very expensive. Still don't have the synthenoids, unfortunately, so we're gonna wait until we get more bolts to get those squared away. But we still have the seeker gun and the mini turret gun that we have to upgrade anyway. So just keeping that in mind. So let's take out these guys. Easy peasy. And since we have the electricity mod, it does make it a little bit easier to fight these guys because it explodes and gets some splash damage. Now, there's pink nanotech. Pink nanotech, I believe, heals 2 slots instead of just 1, which is quite nice. It's a nice little there we go. We just take out the little bugs. We're gonna do that with our wrench. Like those bolts, and that's like 400 bolts. Also, I like how organic creatures like this are made of bolts. Go. And since we have the electricity mod, the seeker gun doesn't have the weakness of not being able to attack items or enemies that are not directly in the path, because you know how it seeks, as what the name implies. It doesn't just only hit the enemy it's looking at, it hits all of the enemies. So now one thing I'm gonna do is I'm intentionally gonna take damage. Oh, or not, I'm gonna instantly die. I thought that was gonna be like a lava thing where it would hurt and just not kill me. Well, that's new. Forgot about that. Alright, so let's get those. Get that ammo. So we're just gonna take some hits. Okay, so okay, one more. Come on. Breathe on me again. Alright, so we have 4 parts of our nanotech that are gone. That bug is a little messed up, so we're just gonna walk right past it. And hit that thing. And that way then we can see how much the purple nanotech, pink nanotech actually heals. Oh, it heals 4. At least 4. So that's nice. Handy piece of information. So now we know that it is a very useful pickup. There we go. Alright. Let's do some very simple platforming. Oh! Aha, okay. Oh, Lord. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna be using some of the mini turret glove, because I was awful and wasn't paying attention to where I was actually aiming. Which is, you know, not entirely my fault, given that I was hoping, very much hoping, that I would not fall, and I didn't fall, so there we go. Now we got some stuff here. Let's see.
It says, in case of emergency, break glass with wrench. hold on. This one says, use rock to break glass to get wrench to break glass to get rock. Ooh, I love logic puzzles. Let's see. If you break the glass with the...
Solved it.
Your wrench now does more damage.
Cool. We got a wrench upgrade. I was hoping we'd get the box breaker too, but... oh well. Not the worst thing in the world. No, but we did get more, now that we have a Megacorp kiosk here, we can get back to using our Seeker gun. And it's almost upgraded. It's almost upgraded, so we're we just gotta work our way through the rest of this little cave thing or whatever. Here we go. And I was actually kind of hoping that the new wrench would also... Oh, there you go. Look at that. So we got the Seeker gun upgrade. The HK-22 gun. So, since we've done that, let's use the turret. Mini turret glove. I'm going to basically effectively get as much of the upgrade done as we can. Because these turrets, unfortunately, do not last very long, by default. Also, the... Ooh. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna finally show off the multi-star. And show that it does that. Which is kind of cool, I guess. Here we go. 4 turrets. End them. 5 turrets. End the last one. Done. Prejudicial against that one poor lizard thing. Alright, so let's gently coast our way down. And we are free.
Hand over the experiment now!
I can't do that.
You have 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa! He's... she.
This changes nothing. Where's the experiment?
We have returned it to Mr. Fizz Widget.
Oh, you've just put the whole galaxy in imminent danger.
But...
I don't have time to stand around explaining it to you. If you have any intention of fixing the mess you've made, watch this.
Oh no! Good thing that wasn't little Susie. Here at the Megacorp testing facility, we make sure the products you buy are safe for you and your family. These are just a few of the products we've rejected to help keep you safe. The Tiny Tot Slingshot, the Nuclear Mousetrap, Self-Wedgifying Underwear, and the Lawn Ninjas. So the next time your toaster doesn't explode in your face, say a little thank you to the Megacorp testing facility.
Wow, she's got a few bolts loose. What does a testing facility have to do with galactic danger?
I am unsure. However, I believe we should investigate that location.
Well, we're gonna need a new ship.
That is true. We will need a new ship, and it is interesting that she is a... it's almost like she's not a Lombax per se, but she's very close. But also her eyes were kind of freaky in that cutscene. I thought that was kind of interesting. Now, her voice actress is very familiar, and you might recognize her from Rugrats. She played Phil and Lil DeVille, Betty DeVille, the Carmichaels. So she did a lot of different characters on that show, not to mention other shows as well, like Goof Troop and Animaniacs and stuff like that. But she has done a lot of stuff. It's Kathy Soucie, Soucie? S-O-U-C-I-E. So, Something to keep in mind. Let's go talk to this guy.
Oh.
Hello, sir.
Hey, that's my ship.
Possession is an illusion. Do not all things belong to the cosmos?
No. That's definitely mine.
This vessel suffers from wounded chaff. Only the power of the crystals can hope to heal it.
Crystals, sir?
Crystals? Like those found in the desert? Beyond. Oh.
Well, we don't have any better ideas. Let's go grab a few crystals.
Alright, so we need 10 crystals to repair the ship. Not too bad. We should be able to do that pretty easily. Max that out. Now, I do have enough money for the lava gun, but I almost have enough money for the synthenoids. I kind of want to get the synthenoids and have them upgraded because they will be very, very useful later. So I'm going to hold on to my money for now. And nothing in here worthwhile. Let's see. There's a huge desert area that we can explore. But we only need to worry about this section that's right in there. So we'll do that in a second. But let's see what else we have around here for us to do / look at. I believe we can just walk out into the desert here. And here's a crystal. Boom. 1 crystal. So we just gotta hit it a couple times with our wrench, no big deal. Also, we do have, according to the map, something over here. Oh, I see the button. So we got a slim cognito button here. So we have some upgrades we can do. We have 1 platinum bolt. We have a lot of upgrades we can do. And a lot of them cost multiple bolts. I mean, the shock mod for the vaporizer might be handy. You know what? I'm going to get that. Only because it will come in handy. In due time. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do this methodically. Because after we get enough crystals to repair the ship, we will be able to find more crystals and sell them. So we'll be able to do that if we so wish. Now, we could go across this and do the crystals, however, we're going to go down this pathway here instead, and we're going to just clean this. Oh, hey. So we're going to collect these bolts quick before I do what is very stupid. But what we're going to do is we're going to... Oh, I thought there was another lizard thing up there. We're going to go and collect this nanotech boost. I missed the nanotech boost. Doesn't matter. We hit a continue point, like, right there. So all we have to do is start off a little bit higher and still miss it. And miss it again. So, we're going to keep trying that until we actually hit it. There we go. That might be a good angle. There we go. Alright, so got the nanotech upgrade. Let's die one more time. Get out of here, lizard. Cool. Alright, so we got that nanotech upgrade easier than what we would have otherwise. And we're just going to keep using the mini turret glove. It's a little slow, I will admit. But it's effective. It is very effective. And we need the Terminator in order to cross this water pit. Oh, bastard. See, this is where also having some forethought can help things. Oh, that is not the one we need to do this in. So if you freeze it in a particular orientation, it will stay that way while you climb it. It's actually a pretty clever little puzzle. It's rudimentary physics. In a video game, that wasn't very common. Like, I know Half-Life 2 had a balancing puzzle like that, but that game came out after this one did. And it was on PC. So it's unusual. And now we get to make some ice in order to make a bouncy wall. It's actually a very, like I said, having a, unlike the first game, where it's like the hydro displacer, wasn't really super interesting to use. It didn't have a lot of applications other than, oh, raise the water, lower the water, raise the water, lower the water. This instead has a lot more utility. So, there we go. Ooh, a glider. Cool. Launch the glider. Alright. Down is up is down. We gotta go through all of the rings, I guess. At least we get a little chime effect when we do. And also that I wanted to get that nanotech upgrade while we were on the path and not on the glider, because this would have been a pain. So, oh, this is just for a bolt. Okay. 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 Turn to town. Alright, so I guess what we're gonna do quick is we're gonna get our ammo replenished. 60,598 bolts. We have so little left before we get the synthenoids, which are going to be very useful in these areas. Because, as you can see, there's some enemies that we have to deal with. Alright, so let's, see, annoyingly, these things only have... It's not even time, it's how many... It's like time and or how much ammo they shoot. Which is a little annoying, given that, it, would be nice to have them for a set amount of like actual time, or oh, these game's feeling a little laggy. Which, for this area, I'm not surprised. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Now we are burning through ammo, I will admit. However, we are not too bad off, all things considered. And you see these piles of bones? Those are very interesting. Ow. There we go. Those giant fan whale things, I don't even know what to call them. They have their own crystal. but also give a lot of experience. So having the we'll just take the hits. There we go. There we go. Cool. Alright, so we get that crystal. We have one more turret available to us, but that's fine. We're close to getting the next weapon. And we got an ammo box, so no big deal. Alright, so let's see. What weapons do I have that I don't have upgraded? None that matter. Alright, Blitz gun it is. There we go. Alright, so let's collect this ammo quick. Collect the bolts. Did the crystal come to me? I don't know if it did. There it goes. Alright, so we got all 10 crystals. Let's clear out the remainder of this little section. Get this ammo over here. Because although we have a lot of XP from the big guys, it's not as much as I would prefer. Though we do have enough to sell for the or to fix the ship. So I want to clear out the last little bit of this intersection before we repair the ship and also upgrade, not upgrade, but end the episode. So, yeah. We also want to get enough so we can get the last of the bolts that we need in order to unlock the synthnoids. And I want to say there's probably like 50 or 75 crystals total in the entirety of the desert. There we go. I think these are the last two that we can collect in this entrance segment. So let's go back, repair our ship. Ooh, there's a thing here. It is like, okay. Interesting. But yeah, anyway, let's go talk to the old geezer and get that all squared away, replenish our ammo, and see what he can do for us.
Yes, the crystals are speaking to me with a single voice.
That was pretty impressive.
Bring me more crystals, and I'll pay you cold hard bolts.
Huh?
You can earn vast
Cool.
amounts of bolts by exploring the desert and finding crystals.
There we go. 87 crystals remain in the desert, so there's 100 total. And we have enough for the synthnoids. That's kind of cool. We only have 12 uses of them. But we're going to swap out some quick select. Get that there. We're going to keep pretty much everything else because that's some heavy hitting stuff. The heavy lancer is good for just clearing out rooms, and the swing shot, obviously. So we're gonna activate the synthnoids very quick. And it's like, oh, we got 4 of them. It actually takes up 4 ammo. So you may be thinking, oh, we have 12 instances of this. No, we do not. We only have 3. So let me show you what they do quick now that we have it. Let's just go out into the desert a little bit this way, get this first crystal here. And yeah, they're just flying turret bots. They defend us from every angle. Quite nice. So yeah, that's all we need to do. I'm not going to worry about the rest of the desert right now. We'll go back to Slim Cognito here and use that one more platinum bolt that we have acquired to unlock the, you know what, I'm gonna save one more platinum bolt to get the mini nuke acid mod, but yeah, I think that's a good spot for now. Let's go to the next planet and we will have a good time with the synthnoids a little bit more intimately in the next episode. And I believe, what's the name of the planet we're going to? Dobo. Alright, so let's go to Dobo. Explore the testing facility. Yes, please, let's go. But yeah, 87 crystals means 87,000 bolts.
Hey, see if you can find anything worth watching.
Welcome back to Behind the Hero. In yet another setback for the embattled Captain Quark, the Galactic Court ordered him to pay 6 billion bolts in damages to citizens suffering from personal hygienator syndrome. Only 2 days later, Quark was arrested trying to flee to Poketaru. The one-time hero, now full-time Zero, was placed in custody awaiting trial. But the next day it was discovered that he had escaped, flushing himself to freedom. We will return to Behind the Hero after these messages.
What a nut! I almost miss that guy sometimes. Almost.
Oh yeah, so 87,000 bolts, not including all of the ones from enemies that we will fight. So lots of money. Alright, so now that we're on Megacorp, the testing facility, we have another new weapon, the mini rocket tube, which is in effect the Devastator from the last game. 50,000 bolts, which we obviously have 276 of, so it's not a lot. But we'll get to this planet next time with Dobo, more Ratchet and Clank going Commando. I thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and a comment as to what you enjoyed. And if you didn't, leave a dislike and what you can improve upon so we can do better for you guys. Again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good night. Thanks.